And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Buzz. My name is Kim Mastrofino, and with me today is Diane Coburn Martin. She's standing as co-host tonight for this fantastic broadcast, which is called The Tom and Jerry Show. And it's featuring Tom Barbone, Jerry Wollstonecroft, and a special appearance by the Chief Dr. Dean J. David Smith. So we'll have to ask him why he got such a long name, but we'll figure that one out. But anyway, welcome. Just wanted to let everyone know that if you want to post a comment to say hi, or you have a question or whatever, please do so, and we will try to get to everyone if that's the case. So in the meantime, sit back, enjoy, grab some popcorn, grab a beer, and you're ready to go. So here we go. How you doing, everyone?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
Very well. Thanks.
Nice. Thank you for doing this, Kim.
Oh, no problem. This is fun, and it's nice to catch up with everyone to see how everyone has been doing all these years. But Diane, I think that you have the first question, so I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Welcome, everyone. We're going
to
to run this.
Diane.
What's that?
Stick to the script.
I will. I'll try. Maybe not.
She's gonna throw you a wrench, a monkey wrench.
No, I'm gonna be good. I thought about it, but no. We're gonna move things along though, so people are pretty curious, I'm sure, to find out for all three of you, since it's been 50 years. 50 years. I can't even believe that. I can't believe I'm sitting here with this kind of technology talking to our classmates. 50 years that we graduated. So how about if we start, you guys can tell me which one you want to start with, and you can tell us where life's taken you, what's been going on for the past 50 years. Who would like to go first?
Go ahead, Chief.
David?
David wants to go first.
Yeah, please, David is fine. And I really must clarify for the professionals out there. Thanks, Jerry, for the titles, but I was the department chair and grad director, not the dean at Salve Regina University. So I don't want to offend the dean who is there, and also a PhD candidate and not finished. So just to be clear, but life has been a journey. In fact, Judge Alton Wiley in the district court, when it used to be held in the Westerly Town Hall, talked about a motorist travel as a circuitous route. And so my life's journey has been a little bit circuitous. As all of you know, not too long out of high school, I was married, had 2 children, and now they've grown up, and I have 3 grandchildren. But for over 34 years now, Dawn and I have been married, and we're proud to have our daughter Gabriella, and she's already a college graduate. So I don't know how life goes by so quickly. In fact, Diane, when you mentioned the 50 years had gone by, I recall vividly when we were seniors in high school, the 50th class was in the newspaper, and I said, "Oh my God, look how old those people are."
Wow.
Now here we are. But and I also like to joke that having spent some time out in the field and different jobs, and in fact, Jerry would like to poke fun at me all the time, say that I keep moving job to job, and I say I'm a moving target. But it's really been a gratifying experience, and I think to sum it all up is that every step along the journey, the circuitous route, has been one that we all admit mistakes from time to time, and certainly made my fair share in the careers. It's always been with the goal of how can we help people, and that's why I'm so excited about the work that this class is doing now, and what I think we can provide in the future.
Awesome. Thanks. How about Jerry, Tom? Which one of you want to go next? Jerry, go for it.
No.
Smitty, you're so serious. Jeez. So after high school, I'll try and make this brief. I went to URI, majored in applied mathematics. Never used math in my career once. when I got out of college, I took a job briefly at Electric Boat, got laid off with 6,000 people, and then went on to a career in software engineering. I worked Department of Defense contractors for nearly 40 years and finished up at Electric Boat. Along the way, I got married, had one biological son, eventually got divorced, got remarried, adopted 2 children,
Oh,
and that's been fun. And right now, I retired at the beginning of COVID, and I'm on the board of 2 nonprofits. One is the Homeowners Association, and the other is, you may have seen it in the news recently, if you're in Rhode Island, Friends of the Saugatucket, who
oh yeah.
collectively picked up over 85,000 nips and is kind of pushing for a bottle bill in Rhode Island because they're just all over the place. So I've been doing that, and I've been working Habitat for Humanity, currently working up in White Rock on Knight Street. And that's 1 day a week. And that's pretty much it and what I'm doing now.
That's pretty busy. I saw a photo, Jerry, of those nips because Eileen, is it Eileen? Somebody we know in common, you and I. You had mentioned it was head
Elise.
of that.
Elise.
Elise, that's it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw the photo of that. That was unbelievable. It was a mountain of nip bottles.
Yeah.
It was pathetic, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, good.
Yeah, they filled up 3 canoes, right, Jerry?
Oh, wow.
Actually, there's 2, a 14-foot boat and a 12-foot boat, not canoes.
Oh, okay.
The first year was 1 canoe. This year was a statewide activity that we kind of spearheaded. And, there's pictures on, if you go to Friends of the Saugatucket, which is a river in Wakefield, you can see pictures of the nips and how many
Yeah, it's
were
amazing.
collected throughout the state. So
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Tom, it's your turn. What have you been doing since, let's see, 50 years? And remember the Aris? I remember the Aris days.
Yeah.
You worked on the Aris.
I
Yeah.
did. I did.
Down in
Thanks-
Watch Hill.
Thanks to my grandfather.
Yeah.
And thanks to my family, I after high school, I spent in retirement in my early years. I went to Vermont and I skied right after high school. And then that wasn't good enough. So I moved to Colorado with a couple of classmates, Charles Will and Maurice Garrity.
Oh, buddy.
And we lived in Vail for a year. And that was awesome at 20 years old. And then moved to Utah, where I spent approximately the next 10 years. And eventually graduated from the University of Utah in between about 700 ski days. I couldn't stretch it out anymore. I came back to Connecticut, got a job at Electric Boat, and worked there pretty much in management for 40 years, mostly repairing and inspecting, testing cranes, all the lifting equipment there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I had a daughter. Christina's going to be 30 in 2 weeks. Unbelievable. That's with my second wife, and she's very proud of her. She's a nurse practitioner at Mass General Hospital.
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah, very proud of her. And she must take after my second wife, obviously. But currently, what am I doing? I ski Europe quite a bit. Switzerland, France, Austria,
Holy.
with my lovely bride. And we've been to Italy 3 times. And I still ski every year. So
Nice.
Awesome.
that's pretty much my update.
What's your favorite place to ski?
I
Yeah.
like Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used
And
to see that a lot because Jim Martin used to go to school up there. So we'd get free tickets.
okay, and obviously Cortina, Italy.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow. You've been around, Tom.
I have.
thing. Do you take any of your buddies on these ski trips? Jerry, David, or anything?
No, I'm still working on that with Jerry.
Oh.
That's
Well,
awesome.
maybe we'll see updated pictures of that soon.
I've taken him to New Hampshire, but we didn't ski.
No,
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
we shot arrows.
oh,
You did not.
I did not. I was afraid.
oh, seriously? Bow and arrow?
Yeah,
Cool.
but you have to wear like a wrist thing, and then you have
A
to like,
guard. Yeah.
watch a light goes green, red. Or I don't know how it worked. It was much too complicated for me, so I just stood on the sideline.
Poor Tom.
Thank you, Diane.
Well, thank you. Thanks for those updates.
All
Busy
good.
guys.
Hey, Jerry, I just wanted to say the Habitat for Humanity is a wonderful organization.
Yeah.
And that's nice that you do that.
Thanks. I enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
That's
Learning
great.
stuff.
That's great. And just to comment, Tom, I think you're a Grateful Dead fan. Is that true?
Yes, I am. I saw 17 shows with the Grateful Dead and 6 Jerry Garcia Band shows when I was in my teens and 20s. And I kind of fell off the wagon for 40 years or so, but now I'm back on. So
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I got my new Grateful Dead Walmart shirt on right now, as a matter
Well,
of
that's
fact.
awesome, Tom.
It's
hold on.
confidence.
No.
It's confidence, Diane.
Yes. Well, we saw that in the post when you were dancing at the game that Jerry
Mhm.
so happily put on Facebook.
Yes, nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was very
Oh,
entertaining.
God. Yeah.
So just for you 3 guys, can you describe your involvement with sports during your high school and college days and presently? I know you guys like sports, I'm assuming, but I could be wrong. But I know that you were in sports in high school.
Well,
so
Tom loves skiing, but not shooting arrows.
yeah,
Archery, no,
not that.
not shooting either. I'm not a gun guy.
So anyone that wants to go first, that's, if you want to elaborate a little bit, that would be great.
Jerry, go ahead. You were the multi-sport athlete.
He was.
Well, in high school, I played soccer, basketball, and baseball. In college, I never was good enough to play collegiately. All I did was intramurals. I lived in a fraternity, so we played against other fraternities, and we did fairly well. But after that, I played softball, I think, a little bit way back when. But I got into coaching soccer, youth soccer, years ago, and I did that for close to 10 years. And that's been it. Now I just spend more time watching sports on TV.
Well, that's good too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really good. I didn't realize you had been in, all of those sports that you mentioned in high school. I knew that by looking at the pictures now, I realized that you were heavily involved in that, which is really good. Sports are really good.
Well, I wasn't very good, so maybe that's why you don't remember.
Well, I'll tip my hat to you, Jerry, and you forgot.
Yeah, that's not true either, Jerry. You were very good.
Very good. And I also want to remind you that you were undefeated in wrestling. The backstory there is I was running a lot, maybe too much back in those years, and about 130 pounds maybe. And so Jerry and I were roommates in college for the first 2 semesters, and he would always engage me in wrestling. And I had the aerobic capacity to stay with him, but he had the body weight, and he pinned me every single time. So he is the undefeated world champion of that dormitory.
All right. All right.
Yeah, but
That's impressive.
the rest of the story is when he became a police officer, I refused to wrestle with him.
Oh,
That was smart.
Yeah, probably.
David, were you in sports in high school?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't remember that, but
That's quite all right. I'm very forgettable. The
oh no, you're not.
my my sports career was really restricted to one sport. I was working after school, and my employer at the time only allowed one sport because of the conflict with the work. So I chose track, and I was really blessed to, have some success in training hard with Jens Lundberg and, some of the other classmates, but also upperclassmen, and had some success there. So in 73, I was able to get the mile record, which stood for 20 years. And Jamie Bettolino came along, and there's always somebody that's stronger, faster. And so 20 years later, he broke that record. And then a young man years later just absolutely smashed it. But something I look back and also enjoyed running more recreationally, did some competitions. I ran as a bandit in the Boston Marathon and finished actually pretty well, but I was not able to qualify in advance. Steve Eichley actually had the idea, why don't we do this? And Ronnie Gwaltney said, do it now or you'll always regret it. So I tip my hat to those two for encouraging me to do that. And I still run. I enjoy that. I try to stay in some semblance of shape, although I like to joke that I'm no longer in shape, I'm A shape.
Mr. Modesty forgot to tell you that he was inducted into the Westerly High School Hall of Fame for sports.
Really?
Yes, he was.
About
That's
a year
awesome.
ago.
That's
That is
awesome.
good.
Thank you, Jerry. It's something that Jim Morano had approached me about a few years back, and I really didn't feel as though I was deserving of it. But ultimately, I was inducted a couple years ago, and really, really pleased. Jerry actually came to the event with Glenn and Anthony Lupriori, and
That's awesome.
was very
That
honored
is
to
awesome.
be there
Congratulations.
with them.
Nice. Yeah.
That's
We
awesome.
had to wait a year or more, didn't we?
Because of COVID. That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. COVID sure got in the way.
Mhm.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Well, that's good. How about you, Tom?
Well, in high school, I played baseball with Jerry under the tutelage of Jimmy Morano and Tucker Terranova.
Tucker.
I did that for 3 years. Yes, hell of a nice guy.
Mhm.
We didn't have a hockey team in high school, but a few classmates and other people, we used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go up to Coventry once a week and skate with play some pickup hockey with Mike Rissica, Tommy McQuaid, Louis Gravet, Buddy Garrity. And then we hustled back to Westerly to skip first period and go in for second period.
Oh my God.
So I continued my hockey career for what it was in college. Played club hockey at Johnston State in Vermont and University of Utah. And then I played hockey until I was 50 years old, and until some young guy came up from behind me and said, "Get out of my way, Grandpa." And
Oh,
that was the end of my hocky career. I said, "I'm going to turn
Oh,
it
I
over."
thought you were going to tell me you clocked him or something.
Oh, no. It definitely would have been the opposite way around. But
Wow.
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 I still enjoy skiing, and my wife and I go up a couple times a year.
Nice.
That is
Usually
nice.
for a week at a time. Yeah.
Good for you. Good.
It's good for you, and it's a good winter sport to just get yourself out there.
I know the winters around here are absolutely horrible. You have to have some type of outlet, and
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah, remember we used to have great winters here, but
Mm,
not
Yeah.
anymore. So
yeah, they're definitely different. Well, thank you for all that information.
I'm
Go
going
ahead,
to
Diane.
move into some high school memories, maybe that you guys could elaborate on, like a favorite class or who your favorite teacher was, or favorite memories or whatever. This should be interesting.
Should I put background music on?
Oh, who would like to go first?
I like the release period that we had when we were
Release
seniors.
time. Yeah.
Why?
Release time.
Because release time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually you had an hour a day, and mine happened to fall like between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So it was like perfect out and
Down the beach.
down the beach in the spring, and in the wintertime, go down to Roxy's.
Roxy's. I
for-
loved Roxy's.
Mhm. We all
I'm,
did.
I'm still in search of that pizza that Roxy's made.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my daughter lives
they're
in
good.
Quincy, and there are a lot of bars up there that serve that style. They call it bar pizza,
Mhm.
but I haven't found one that's comparable to that delicious Roxy's pizza. But
Those are the
yeah,
days.
some of my memories from school were I love the field trips. We went for a weekend trip. Mrs. Tillinghast drove us up to Stowe, Vermont, which is on a bus. It's 5 hours now by car. So on a bus, it probably took us 8 hours to get up there. And it was a pretty wild weekend trying to round us up to get us back on the bus to come home.
That was with ski club in school.
I think it was ski club. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And do you guys remember Saul Steiner?
Of course.
Mhm. Yes.
Was he in high school? Was he in our high school or junior high?
I think it was high school.
He was in
Was it?
high school. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my most memorable teachers, the dubious Saul Steiner. Reminded me of Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, yeah. He had a demeanor for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he marry Mrs. Krause? Miss
Yeah.
Krause?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a librarian, right?
No, guidance counselor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Guidance
Yeah.
counselor.
I got to be very friendly with Saul. He was a very good friend of my uncle's. And when his wife passed and my uncle was really sick, he would come visit. And we got to be very close friends. Actually, we used to shoot together in his basement. He had a whole range set up.
Oh, is that right?
And then he started failing. Yeah, but it was I learned a lot from him. He was a really cool guy.
He'd start his class off every day. So, how is everybody this dubious day? And every time I hear that word, I think of Saul.
Was he what did you have him as a teacher or homeroom?
Yeah, English,
Okay.
Hmm.
I believe.
I never had him.
So that was your most favorite teacher, yeah.
Yeah, and then Miss Logan I had in 11th grade, I think. I liked her for English. Bob Fallon for history.
Oh yeah, yep.
He was always enlightening. And of course, Mrs. Fletcher for biology.
Oh, I
She was
know.
great.
Yeah.
She
I
was
think David, you said she just passed away, right?
yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. That was sad.
just a non-teaching story about Mr. Steiner. He practiced the Jewish faith, and because of that, he would volunteer his services every Christmas at the police department and served as a dispatcher.
Hmm.
He
Right.
loved doing that, but just imagine his voice over the radio, just perfect. But that very, very distinguished voice, and he loved doing it. We loved having him there, and that's the kind of man he was. He was
Yeah.
committed to the community and did anything he could. Good
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
You
Wow,
did.
that's special. That's special. It's definitely special. These
One of-
are all good memories.
One of my
Mm-hmm.
teachers, Mrs. Fletcher, was just remarkable. But Dr. Marriott, I always appreciated. She, I believe, was the first female PhD student out of URI in chemistry. And so she taught some very interesting classes, and I thought she was pretty neat.
That's
I
cool.
remember her. I think I had her. She was good.
Any other memories, Dave, from school?
Oh, just so many. Scott Sminky was my locker partner.
Okay.
We had
Scott.
the best time, and just that was a lot of fun. One of the things that I used to do, because I ran so much, I was always hungry, so I would bring a bag of bag lunch for sandwiches, and I wolf them down just in time so I get in line and get a double hot lunch. And Scott never could understand how a human could eat that much.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
Scott's funny. That's funny.
mm.
Wow. Great memories.
Jerry,
Sure.
you wanna-
I'm going to change the question just slightly, and I'm going to answer the question: what classes were most helpful for me?
Mm,
And I have to go back. I think it was to junior high, ninth grade, where I took typing.
Mm.
When you're in computers and when you first start out, you're using the key punch.
right.
You don't want to key in something wrong. So learning some basic typing skills was very advantageous. And I hate to say it, it's not my favorite subject, but English in terms of being able to write a coherent sentence with proper punctuation. When you're writing software documentation, I've seen people who write, and I'd have to go and correct everything that they wrote because they were putting in 15 commas in one sentence.
Oh, wow.
So those were the two most advantageous classes for me.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
It's a
cool.
lost art, writing and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
grammar.
Oh, the whole school system is different. But any other favorite memories, Jerry? Or
I'd have to say, because of my background, sports brings back quite a lot of memories. But I think the cottages down in Misquamicut were probably the most fun of my lifetime. So
they were pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Mr. Gibson?
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Did we all go together to Boston to see Jesus Christ Superstar?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
was-
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
bus trip to talk about. Let me just tell you, I remember that.
Yeah, I think there was some shenanigans involved.
There were. There were.
Yes.
What kind of shenanigans?
Well,
Two things. The statute of limitations is up. But irregardless, that's all legal now.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. You're right.
That's funny.
Those are good. And we
I never
encourage-
inhaled.
Go, Bill.
Tom had posted some really cool pictures at Tower Street School on Facebook, and we encourage all our classmates to
Absolutely.
share and post, keep it clean, like Kim always says, but put stuff on there and have fun with it. Because 50 years, guys, and it wasn't just high school, because most of us, lived in town and we were all friends through and through. So please do.
Which- Yeah, and there's something to be said for that when you grow up in a place, you keep those connections, and I think it's unique and also wonderful that all of you guys are still connected, even now and you're, after the fact.
It's been fun too, planning
Yeah.
the reunion with all of you. It's been
Yes,
helpful too, and really fun to reconnect.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think reconnect is the key because,
Right.
despite being roommates and so on, we didn't have steady contact over all these years, and it's been wonderful to be reacquainted and, you pick up where you left off. And that's the kind of true friendship where
Mhm.
been years apart, but when you get back together, it's like, it's,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
one of the things I know on the script, talking about the gift, I think one of the things that maybe we can be an example for is when you listen to the backgrounds that we have, all five of us and so many others in the class. It's such a diverse background with decades of experience and professionally, personally, emotionally. And one of the best things is the non-traditional partnerships or relationships between disciplines. So one of the things that I hope that I can help to support would be a contribution by our class members to support anyone else that is a member of the Westerly High community or the current students to help them with job interview skills, with connections to company, or even just to somebody that they can feel comfortable to talk about with our experience.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I agree.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Definitely.
Yes.
Something
Yes.
to work on.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I think that's great. So, so moving forward, like, what message would you guys like to give the class of 73?
My quick thought beyond what I just mentioned is,
Mhm.
while this is certainly an event, let's not let it be just that day. Um, I think if we can use this as a springboard to continue to reach out and to start new relationships and to reach out to other classmates, and inevitably there's some classmates that probably could use some help, or find joy helping others. I just would hate to see it that September comes and goes and then we don't see each other again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good
Definitely.
point.
I hear you.
Similarly, I'd like to encourage everyone to donate generously to the Student Assistance Fund. That is our objective, and hopefully we can help out some of the kids. I think that's what David just said, and that would be my message. The other message is I'm retired. Every day is Saturday. Anybody wants to go out to lunch, drop me a line. I'm free.
Are you paying?
But depends on how many people ask me.
Oh, that's good. Well, Kim and I will be there for sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just want to tell everybody to enjoy every day as your own. Do what you want to do. I would advise people to go see as much live music as frequently as they can, because it's a blast. And I wish everybody good health and prosperity.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's just not the Grateful Dead every time, Tom.
Any type of live music.
Well said. All well said from everyone.
Well, we kind of covered what you'd kind of like others to know. Do you have any extra things you want to talk about yourselves or family or anything like that before we start to wrap up?
Weren't you going to do like a dance or something before it ended?
Tom, right?
No, you know what I want to do? I want to tell everybody that I love you guys. I love everybody. To be kind to others, to be as nicest person as you can be. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the reunion weekend, because it's not going to be confined just to one event. I think we're going to do a dinner beforehand, David. We talked about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I will look very much forward to seeing everybody in person.
It's going to be fun.
It will be definitely fun. Diane, do you have any class updates?
Not really. I mean, I just wanted to let everybody know that they're going to be starting to get their invites either by email or by mail. If you're getting one by mail, we do have a little section that you could send us back your email, but we really do want to try to avoid the snail mail in the future. And excuse me, some of you might have gotten them already. But we have several people working on this, so they're taking their time to get them out. So you'll get them soon. You can either send us a message on Facebook. You can send me an email. That's on your invitation. You can send checks to Venmo. Pay through Venmo. You can send checks to me. You can text me. All that information will be on there. And that's the biggest thing is we've worked towards getting all those invitations out, and now it'll be like the figuring out how many will come. We were planning on, we talked for the last 3 reunions that we were basing it on 45 people, and that was including spouses most of the time.
Mhm.
But I have a feeling we're going to have some people there, because
Yeah.
I've had a few people contact me, and
I hope so.
yeah, I'm psyched. I think it's going to be a really fun time. We've heard that it's not a real fancy venue or whatever, but that's not the idea. It's like Dave said, we need to reconnect and be together. And we're actually all I thank Tom and Jerry and David for helping out with the reunion this year, because we're having fun.
Yes.
Our Zoom meetings are fun, and Scott's done so much for us. Kim, Marielle, so many people. So yeah, Yeah, but other than that, we'll get the responses back and then figure out meal. We'll have a really good buffet there. And you just look on Facebook or use the general email that we have and contact us if anybody has any questions. And if anybody wants to be interviewed, please let us know.
Yes.
It's fun. It's fun to catch up.
It
50
definitely is.
years, guys.
Kim, I have a
definitely-
question.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many people are dialed in tonight?
I don't know that.
I'm seeing 9. It's been fluctuating 9 to 10. Sometimes after it's all said and done, more people will view it, so it will go up. But it's 9 so far.
I think
I don't
Kim,
plan
what
watching
did
it.
last
Does that include the 5 of us?
No.
Last time we had viewing though, after it went onto Facebook and
Yeah,
YouTube,
there was a lot more. Yeah.
what did we say? Maybe 70 some.
I think so, and again, it's two places, and so I think the numbers, will definitely go up. And I think that as people kind of catch on to it, and some people don't have time to just sit through it, and they visit it after, and that's fine too.
Yeah,
So, so it's all good. Oh, Ron Zanella is watching. Just wanted to let you know.
Hey, Ron.
Hi,
Hi,
Ron.
Ronnie.
Hi, Ron.
And someone
Maybe
actually.
Ronnie would like to be interviewed.
Yeah, Ron, let us know if you want to be interviewed. And like I said, it's easy peasy. It's just to catch up, to see how you guys are doing. And just wanted to let everyone know Don Plowman and Bruce Dove are planning to come. I believe it's next week on the broadcast. So we'll keep you all in the loop of that information.
Awesome.
And just one other thing, there was a message also. Glenn is watching. Nice job, guys, he said. And
Thanks, Ron.
there was one Facebook user that's not identified. Let's see, I'm here, whoever that is. Hi, whoever I'm here is. And then regarding the class trip with Mr. Gibson, did anyone else have to convince their parents that it would be tasteful and not sacrilegious like I did? My mom was a teacher, so I'm not.
Oh,
So
oh my gosh.
I couldn't answer that, but maybe one of you guys can before we turn off. And when someone said yay, by the way, so thank you, whoever did that. So anyway, so if anyone wants to answer that, or if you don't know,
I don't think I made it into the theater, to be honest with you. Sorry.
no worries.
He was out dancing, Jerry.
Yeah.
Don Plowman said, "Yay, great job tonight.
Don.
Thank you. Looking forward to next week. Kim Abasso is here. That yay was me. Thanks, Kim."
Hi, Kim.
I didn't know.
Kim wants to come on too. Kim's going to be interviewed at some point.
Awesome. Do you know that I just said this to Diane, but Don and Kim are related. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So small world. But anyway, it's been so much fun. Is there anything else that we need to put out there? Or are we all set? Or
I think we should be set.
yeah, this was a pleasure, you guys.
Thank
I know you didn't dance on this, but we'll be expecting that on our social media page at some point.
Get on that.
Come on, Tom.
Get
Get up
on
and
it.
give us a
Okay.
Yeah, we like that twirling. That you do good. We just got to get you one of those little
I'm practicing.
yeah, one of those flu things.
I'm down to a shuffle right now.
Slide, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle's good. Shuffle's good.
Oh God.
Oh God, it's been fun. Thank you so much for taking the time. We do so appreciate it. Diane, thank you for being co-host. You were awesome.
Thank
And,
you.
We'll talk again. So anyway, but have a great
Thanks, Kim.
evening,
Thanks,
everyone.
Diane.
Good night,
you.
guys.
Good night.
Hey, everybody.